After masturbating, my penis became very swollen. This has never happened before. The swelling was on the foreskin, which didn't scare me too much. What shocked me was to see swelling on the sides of penis in the middle of it.
Thanks for your question. If I don't respond to you immediately, it is because I am busy with a patient. I will get back to you ASAP. Did you use a new lotion or traumatize your penis during the masturbation?
No, I didn't use lotion. I think I may have been too rough. This has never happened before to me. But after I applied ice, it didn't go down, and then I went into a warm shower and it seemed to loosen up and the swelling went down a little.
It is possible that you may have caused blockage to the lymphatic channels in the skin, which is leading to this swelling. This prevents the normal fluid that goes back toward your body from making it to the body and leads to the swelling. Vigorous masturbation can cause this. As long as the swelling seems to be improving, I think you should be okay. But you do have to understand that because I can't examine you, you have to consider seeing a doctor if you are concerned about this. I would recommend that you try to put some warm compresses to the penis to try to get the lymphatic channels to open up to let the swelling go down. If it continues to get worse or does not go away in the next 2 to 3 days, then you should see a urologist as soon as possible. Hope this helps.
I need your professional help on one last thing. Since the swelling has started to go down, it looks like there's some kind of stretch mark. Is this normal, and will it go away? Thanks.
This stretch will most likely go down over time.
Thank you so much, really.
Anytime. I wish you the best. Now that I think about it, I did have water on my hand while I was doing it, if that matters. Thank you for being so professional. No. That does not make a difference.
Thanks. Hi again. I talked to you yesterday, but now I have another problem. I can't get an erection. I looked at porn to see if I could, but I can't seem to.
I can't tell what is causing this problem without being able to examine you. This sounds like you need to get in to see a urologist to make sure you didn't damage your penis.
After the swelling went down, I had an erection and had morning wood, but today nothing.
Then it sounds like your penis is still working. You just may be thinking too much about this, and this anxiety is leading to difficulty with erections.
I hope so. Honestly, my penis was more swollen than I had ever seen it yesterday, and I had never seen it swollen in the middle before. It was swollen in the middle for like 15 minutes until I went in the shower and made the swelling go down. Is swelling for that long very bad?
No. This is not bad since the swelling went away.
Alright, so if I can get an erection in morning wood, my penis is fine? Smile.
Correct.
Hi again. Everything seems to be alright, but I have just one more question. My penis seems to longer than usual when flaccid, which is nice, but why is this?
You may have just stretched it out a bit. I would not be concerned with this. It doesn't sound like a bad thing either.
Thanks for your help. Hi again. Although everything seems fine like we covered, erection, morning wood, I still am wondering why my penis feels less sensitive than before. I masturbated frequently before and this had not happened since the swelling in my shaft. When I posted my first question, is it possible that I am thinking too much and should I refrain from masturbating for some time? If so, how long I refrain from it?
You may possibly have some nerve damage that could be due to the swelling, and this may take a few months to resolve. The safest thing would be to stop masturbating for a few months while this heals.
Okay, I will. Thank you very much. Smile. Hi again. It's been about 1 month since I had swelling in my penis. My penis seems to be healing very nicely, and you've been very helpful. I'm just wondering one more thing. My flaccid seems to be 2 inches longer since after the swelling. I'm not sure it can grow 2 inches by stretching it out in the shower to reduce swelling once. Your opinions, please.
Your penis is not longer, as this is not possible just by stretching it out once. It may just appear longer to you because the swelling has gone down. Regardless, this is not a bad thing for most men.
Thanks. Hi, it's me again. Listen, I know you can't examine me and this might just be in my head, but I just heard about Peyronie's disease and I've noticed a curve in my penis. I'm not sure it has been there before and I feel no pain. I really don't want to see a doctor or tell my parents, so if I do have the first stage of it, will it go away on its own? And when would be a good time to see a urologist? Pain, discomfort?
Peyronie's disease typically does not go away on its own. You only need to see a urologist if the curvature is causing you problems with penetration for intercourse due to the curvature.
Is it possible this could have happened from being too rough? And will it get worse if I do not injure my penis anymore?
Being too rough on your penis can lead to Peyronie's disease. If you suffered one injury, it can get worse over time even if you do not injure it again. But preventing another injury will also prevent the scar tissue from getting worse.
Honestly, I'm a little scared. I'm only 18 years old. So Terry's nothing I can do? And it will not go away?
No, there is nothing you can do about it at this point other than to see a urologist to see if this is even the problem to begin with. Many oral medications have been advocated for this problem, but none work at all.
It's slightly bent to the left. Since talking to you after I'm masturbating too hard, my flaccid seems to be harder and bigger in girth. Could this be anything?
This may be from the trauma to your penis. You have to see a urologist for an exam.
Even if C have no pain? And should your penis be straight?
If you don't have any pain, then you probably don't have Peyronie's disease. It is normal for men to have up to 15 degrees of curvature in the penis. Most men do not have a completely straight penis.
Kay, thank you so much. Help. Everything seemed fine, but now as I examine my penis every day, I was looking around and got a boner. Right? Then the top filled up and the bottom in the middle was nothing and it was a funny shape.
This may be due to Peyronie's disease. You need to see a urologist for an exam.
Listen, I've had perfect erections and orgasms a few times this week. My flaccid was freezing and I was examining it for lumps and stuff, Peyronie's, and found nothing. Then about 5 minutes ago I guess I aroused myself and the top of my penis was getting erect and the bottom wasn't. I applied a hot compress like you said a while ago and it went back to normal flaccid. But my only problem is the skin on my flaccid is wrinkled, which I have never seen before. I really don't want to see a urologist and am really embarrassed to deal my parents. My flaccid is not really curved but more twisted to the left and my erection is perfectly straight but leans to the left.
Well, without seeing a urologist, you are never going to get to the bottom of this. You need an exam by a urologist to see what is going on.
You're right. But can I ask you one more thing? Is it possible to have normal erection and morning wood, then get a random erection an hour later and have this? I am so worried and embarrassed.
No, just having a morning erection would not cause curvature to your penis or deformity. This is why I don't know what is going on. You need to see a doctor for an exam.
Alright, although it was embarrassing, I told my parents and now have an appointment. You've been more help than I can imagine, thanks. Have one last question. My shaft seems more swollen and has like wrinkles/ridges since this has happened. Do you have any idea what this could be?
No, I have no idea without being able to examine you.
Thanks for everything, I really appreciate it. Wish me luck.
I wish you the best.
I went to the urologist today, and he said everything was fine and I definitely don't have Peyronie's disease. Thank God. But I forgot to mention that recently when I try to get erect it fills up like an hourglass. Do you know what this could be?
If it is not Peyronie's disease and the urologist didn't see anything wrong, then I don't know what this can be.
Okay. This isn't right. Do you know of anything of NPD that could be my problem? When trying to get an erection, my penis fills up with blood on top and blockage an hourglass and then fills out the middle eventually. This just started happening yesterday. My penis feels cold and it looks like a band is around the middle. Could it just be my penis is very cold?
Having a cold penis can make it fill more slowly. I don't know why this is happening though.
Is 18 too young to have PD?
No. But it sounds like you don't have PD based on your urologist's opinion.
Could this be psychological?
It is very possible that you're being oversensitive to changes in your penis from a condition such as body dysmorphic disorder.
So my penis could be doing this because I think there is something wrong?
No, you may think that something is wrong with your penis when there really is not. Since you already had a urologist examine you and they determined there is nothing wrong, there is most likely nothing wrong.
You may completely right, but I never had that hourglass effect when getting an erection ever. That's my only concern right now.
Did you show the urologist this?
No, I told him though. He was very quick, felt around for about 2 minutes, said I was fine and said I was way too young for PD and that he didn't feel anything wrong.
Well, all I can say is that your urologist knows better than me since he examined you. I don't know what else to tell you.
I hope, but do you know anything about the hourglass thing happening randomly and for any reasons?
No, I don't know anything else that would cause this problem.
The hourglass goes away after I am fully erect and is straight and just leans to the left. Is it possible to have some kind of nerve damage or blockage?
No, if it is straight when you re-erect, then there is no problem with your penis. But it looks like an hourglass before it gets fully erect, like the skin isn't stretching out fast enough, and this has never happened before when getting erect. I still don't think anything sounds wrong since your penis gets straight when you are erect. I don't know how else to help you.
But why has this started to happen when I'm semi-erect all of a sudden?
Again. I don't know.
Okay.
The problem that I had when I was semi-erect is gone. Could this been all in my head? Can PD go away overnight? Or could it be since I masturbated yesterday I relaxed or cleared some kind of blockage I had in my penis shaft? This is not a blockage. This is all in your head. Your penis is fine. Alright, first I want to thank you for all your help and patience with me once again. Second, I would like to run through this with you one more time and put this whole thing to rest for both of us. Please try to answer all my questions. Here we go. On December 3, 2012 I came home from school and my penis was flaccid and cold. It was very small. I got home and no one was there, so I decided to masturbate. I successfully masturbated with no pain, and when my erection was returning to normal flaccid it began to swell. I applied ice and eventually took a hot shower and stretched my penis out trying to push the swelling down. After that I noticed 3 things that I never saw before. 1. My penis never got to that small flaccid state ever again. 1 to 2 in. 2. There was a slight scar on my flaccid from a cut and it had doubled in size. Probably from the vigorous masturbation. 3. I noticed more wrinkles and no more smooth flaccid. I contacted you and gave it a month's rest. On Jan 2, 2013, when my penis was trying to become erect, it looked like an hourglass and has a little indent on one side that I can make disappear by pulling the skin. For that whole month I was able to get perfect erections and whenever I wanted. I went to a urologist. He said I was fine. But when I got home my flaccid still looked stretched out and weak to me. How come my flaccid not get as small as it used to? Are there any other reasons why my flaccid is longer and thinner and won't retract back to like 1 to 2 inches? Should I see another urologist? Could I have torn a ligament in my penis? How come my flaccid not get as small as it used to? I don't know, but no man has ever complained to me that their penis is too large. Are there any other reasons why my flaccid is longer and thinner and won't retract back to like 1 to 2 inches? Not that I can think of. Should I see another urologist? No, there is nothing wrong with your penis from what you tell me. Could I have torn a ligament in my penis? No.
Dan, you're good. And I'm not complaining about the length because it's too large. I'm complaining because when it's flaccid it seems fatter, swollen, but then stretches out and the middle feels weak. Also, have you ever got a complaint about what my first problem, which was a swollen shaft? Because mine was swollen all over and my flaccid still kinda looks swollen/bulgy like that.
No, I have never had any of those complaints. Please try to answer. I am in need of serious help. I wanted to see another urologist like I said before because of it. My flaccid hangs lower and fills with blood at the bottom and top, and there is a band of skin in the middle which takes a while to fill. This is why I am worried. I also see an indent on the left side. If there is no indent when you are erect, then there is no problem with the penis. You can see another urologist if this makes you feel better. Hey man. Listen, before I fill out a new form, think I might schedule another appointment with someone else. I really want to believe that I'm fine and the doctor is right, but when something is different, I think I'd know about it. What makes me nervous is that when my penis is semi-erect it fills with blood at the bottom and top and the middle becomes thin and eventually fills out. This has never happened before, which made me nervous. And I've searched the internet for people who describe the same thing as me but no answers. The only thing I learned is that someone who is what I described is being prescribed anti-inflammatory drugs for 2 weeks. Do you know of this problem I am facing? Or anything to help me ask the doctor when I see one? Could this be a type of priapism? My erection never lasted more than 4 hours before. This is definitely not priapism. I don't know what this is. You need to see another urologist for an exam.
Hey, before I go to my urologist, I was wondering if you knew of something that sounds like what I'm about to describe. My flaccid is just sitting there. Then when I get aroused it gets long and thin and the middle looks indented and discolored. Then it fills up and becomes erect like usual. Now before, like 1 week ago, it was a whole different process. It would fill up evenly and gradually get higher like usual. Any ideas?
No. I have no idea what this would be.
Kay, before I go to this appointment, I'll have you know that I saw while I was on the internet for hours. I found 2 people who had the exact same thing as me, were given 2 weeks on antibiotics. Is there anything you know that fits that?
No, I don't know any condition that would fit this description.
Do you think I could have somehow stretched my penis muscle by accident, or one reason that's right in front of me all along? I went from daily erections and masturbation to like none at all for a month. Could the muscles have gotten weaker?
No. Hi, so I'm going to my urologist in 2 days, and guess what? The hourglass thing when semi-erect went away. I only have one more concern. That being said, when I am getting an erection it doesn't get hard and fill up. It becomes as long as my erection and is soft, then becomes erect. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? And also, is there a difference between Peyronie's disease and regular scar tissue because of trauma? I think I understand what you're trying to say, and this does not sound like anything is wrong. Again, I don't think there's anything wrong with your penis. Peyronie's disease can be due to trauma. There is no such things as regular scar tissue.
What I meant by regular scar tissue is, like, I notice a slight curve in my penis, and especially after I masturbate, that may or may not have been there before. What I'm trying to say is that if there is a curve because of any scar tissue, would it stay like that and eventually maybe go away? But with PD there could be some kind of scar tissue that only gets worse. You understand?
There is no regular scar tissue that would come and go this quickly. You don't have ace tissue or Peyronie's. Okay, just one more thing. After I masturbate, my penis is around 7 to 8 inches, and usually it would return flaccid rather quickly, like to 2 to 4 inches, but now it stays soft and like 7 to 8 inches. Any problems? No. Please open a new question for further questions. I would like to thank you for all your help. I just have a few more questions. If you haven't already figured it out, I'm kind of a hypochondriac. I know you think I'm fine, but am still so worried. My urologist also said I was fine when he saw it in a flaccid state. But I have a few more major questions. Please try to answer them. 1. My flaccid is 2 inches longer than usual. I've measured. I know you think bigger is better, but it appears my shaft is really long and skinny. It's usually 2 inches and a little fat. I just walked in from the cold and the top part of my shaft was smooth and the bottom was wrinkled. Why is my penis 2 inches bigger? It really is, and skinny. Will this go away? It's like after I blocked the lymphatic channel a month ago, my penis elasticity is broken and the skin is all wrinkled and it can't retract properly. What could be wrong? You will be charged $38 for another excellent rating. I will answer this question if you open it on another thread. Again, this thread is getting too long and you have only left me 1 rating. Thanks.
I can't afford that, and have I been charged $38 for the fist rating? I know you deserve it, but I can't afford it.
Please just realize that there is nothing wrong with your penis. It is your hypochondriasis that is paying with your mind.
Can you do me a big favor, please, and answer this question before I end this chat? I know it's really long, but earlier in this you said I definitely didn't have a priapism. So my question is there any kind of priapism, acute/chronic, that doesn't have a persistent erysiton lasting more than 4 hours?
No, there is not.
Thank you so much. And just for the record, I shouldn't be worried about chronic or high-flow priapism? Because I read about it having something to do with semi-erect penis instead of an erection and trouble with blood circulating. And like I posted earlier, my penis was getting thinner in the middle during erection and then eventually filling out. Thanks.
That is another question.
You're completely right. You sure you couldn't just answer that last one? If you did, I would completely satisfied and would no longer ask follow-up questions.
Just for the record, I shouldn't be worried about chronic or high-flow priapism? Because I read about it having something to do with semi-erect penis instead of an erection and trouble with blood circulating. And like I posted earlier, my penis was getting thinner in the middle during erection and then eventually filling out. Thanks. The answer is no to the above.
If you have a health question and want to chat with a doctor now, visit justanswer.com/ythealth.